Welcome to the Out Alone podcast. As always, I'm your host, Jeffrey Canova, and today we're not having a podcast episode. This is not episode 50, 46 or 47. I don't even remember which one it is, but it's a little World Cup preview before we get started into the World Cup, which is starting in less than, what is it, Isaac? Like 3 days. But obviously, let me introduce my co host, as always, for today, Isaac Housen. Shout out to you, man. We're going to have some fun today. As I stated a little bit earlier, uh, we're getting ready for World Cup season as we're just a few days away, just a few hours away. I think Thursday, right? Opening game June 11th
Yeah,
is
Thursday.
the
Yeah,
opening
Thursday at
game.
3, I believe.
Mexico versus South Africa, which we're all excited about. Then obviously the U.S. plays in a few days, like literally a day after, on the 12th against, I believe, Paraguay for their opening game down at SoFi. So we, and more so to my co-host here, Isaac House, who wanted to just get the energy going, and let's do some little bit of fun World Cup trivia that we can't wait to show and give our takes on it. But as always, please, much love to Robin Stone. Much love to him. We can't wait to hopefully see him down when I'm there in New York potentially, and I'm just excited for World Cup, man. So shout out to Isaac for bringing the energy. But before we go into the trivia and the games, as always, let's just share, like, how long have we been waiting for this World Cup, man? It's been months. It's been years. I remember when after the 2022 World Cup, it got announced that we would be getting it around that time. The controversy behind the logos. Oh, you remember that? People were like, "Why is it so bland?" This and that. I just can't believe it's here, man. Like, I can't believe it's here. Like, it's just amazing. This will be like what will be my fourth World Cup that I've been involved in into the sport and fell in love with as well. Isaac, is this your fourth one as well? I imagine,
I'd
or
say
fifth?
more like cognizantly third. I can't. I remember watching bits and pieces of like 2014. I think 2018 was the first one where I was like really tapped in, I would say.
Oh yeah, I think for me, like, this will be my fourth one. I like the word, the usage there, cognitive, because like you can say, like, like for me, like, I don't remember anything from 2010 because I just wasn't watching the sport at that point.
Mhm.
But definitely 2014. So I guess I'll share my early memory. I think for me, like, 2014 was such a vibe. Um, at that point, I was like becoming a big Madrid fan, but weirdly enough, I didn't know at that time that Neymar was a Barca player and probably like their second best player behind Messi, and was heading into the following season as like their arguably their second best player, even with Luis Suarez, who just got transferred down there later that year. So I was like Team Brazil all the way, like just rooting for Neymar. Like, I became one of Neymar's biggest fans. Just I remember the game against, I believe, was it Croatia that they beat. Um, just the two goals that Neymar was scoring, the vibes that you saw from that World Cup. Like, I don't like I know South Africa. I never got a chance to really live
Mhm.
that, like, cognitively, like just for the memories and all this stuff. But definitely, I love the vibes from 2014. And then to top it off, I mean, later that week or later a few days later, you had the USA's opening game against Ghana, and Dempsey with the left-footed shot hits the bottom left post and then falls in. Then you have the John Brooks game winner, which I clearly remember just going bananas because I knew it was like the 85th minute. And we just got the game winner, and it just, like, that's the beauty of the sport. So those are probably my two early memories for World Cup, like, times, like the vibes and the energy that Brazil brought, and then like John Brooks game. Like, I think I think I still have it saved up. I got to pull it up probably for one of these episodes. Probably for the one after we recap the USA's like opening match. I have the USA, that 2014 away one, the that one with the red top and the blue stripes at the
Okay.
bottom. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
fell in love with that jersey, man. Like, that jersey's no name on it, but I was like, I need that. I need that jersey. Like, that's probably one of my first few jerseys that I did buy alongside a Madrid one, and then obviously the USA one before a Peru one. Funny enough, that I bought.
Ooh, interesting.
So, yeah. What about you, man? And then I can
Yeah,
probably talk
it's
a little bit
funny.
more about 2014.
Yeah, it was like 2014 was interesting because I think I remember bits and pieces. My dad had always followed it. I think primarily his following days, funny enough, were like more like late 90s, early 2000s. Like I feel like even in conversations I've had since then, that's sort of like where his ball knowledge is, which is really funny because it's some like to talk to some. It's almost like a time capsule, if that makes sense. Like someone's Premier League knowledge is stuck in like 1999, 1998. That's when he was doing like fantasy and all that sort of stuff. So I got into it a little bit later, and I think there's like I'm aware of the John Brooks moment. I remember watching some of those goals, like obviously the Jermaine Jones goal. Like, how have you not seen that, especially as a
Oh yeah,
USMNT fan?
right. Oh
Like,
yeah.
even the penalty shootout, the Netherlands game, the World Cup final, Germany 7-2, like that was kind of the defining like I blowout. Like I really honestly truly believe like for most of our sporting lives, if not still until this day, like my concept of what a blowout looks like and feels like is that or sorry, not 7-2, 7-1 Germany Brazil game. Like that's like I remember moments from that, but my first of like sitting down, I'm gonna watch this match in, match out. I wanna be here for this moment. It was more 2018. It's funny there we were doing like house renovations at the time. I remember like me and my dad like tearing out like our living room, and I think it maybe either that was the living room or that was like my upstairs and my sister's room, and like doing a whole like drywall installation and removal and all of that stuff. So if there's anyone that's listening that's done that, you know how horrible that is, let alone in like the hot summer. So we have all of our furniture in our house. We have like our whole house really weirdly configured. We basically have everything like living room, hallway condensed into our dining room, including our dining room table. It's like we have so much couches. They're like stacked on top of each other. They're like the cushion seating you get like a frat house. Like our living room door is like kind of blocked off and everything like that. So we're like it's this like almost like man cave situation that we're like this den that we have where everything's piled into this one room and happened to be taking place during the World Cup. So it was great because not only was it like a break to go and watch the World Cup, it was well if anyone's downstairs you're only in one room if it's not the kitchen or my parents' bedroom or like the bathroom. So especially with me and my dad kind of taking over control, it was World Cup. So even my siblings had to really watch that one. And I jokingly also think that's where like my real hatred of some of like the US men's national team decisions come from was being so excited for 2018 to be like my first real World Cup getting into soccer a little bit beforehand and in the years prior. And again, as I mentioned, not really being able to experience the full vibes of 2014 and then obviously going through that whole like missing qualification and all that sort of stuff. That really was like
Which
I
was
think
a
an extra
nightmare.
knife.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
right. Like for my
Yeah,
first
like
World Cup to not have my home country in there is kind of like I don't know for the U.S. that felt embarrassing, especially for Concacaf.
yeah. No, definitely. I remember when I remember a high school teacher of mine who was my history teacher. Shout out to her. I can't remember her last name, but shout out to her, man. I remember we were looking over Trinidad Tobago because we were talking about like all like the colonizations. We were talking about colonizations and stuff, and she was like Trinidad Tobago. And this was like I think a year or two or a month after it was like the following year, after we got embarrassingly knocked out. And yeah, I feel sorry for you for that way, man. And I was disappointed too because I think I was like again, 2014 was like my earliest one. 2014 was a year I really got into soccer, like really did.
Mm.
Only because of the Madrid Decima with Ramos's header, the commentary from John Laguna on Fox Deportes. But then just the World Cup that followed after with the vibes, with Neymar making his name, the Ronaldo embarrassing World Cup, Messi's first final appearance for Argentina, the Brazil 7-1 loss to Germany, that great German team that with those iconic jerseys, even those jerseys. I remember at the time I was rooting for Brazil because it was like Brazil's like USA got knocked out, so I was like, who am I going to root for now? Like Brazil because of the vibes that they brought, the energy, Neymar's flair. So I remember like, damn, like the sad, like 7-1. Then obviously Netherlands too. And
Mm.
then you're gonna enjoy this one, dude. So shout out to any Mexico fans out there. You know, I don't have much like look. I don't hate Mexico. A lot of people think I don't like Mexico. No, I love Mexico. I love the food, I love the people, I love the culture, I love the vibes. I mean, I'm in LA. Like for Christ's sake, like this is like Mexico hometown. But when it comes to soccer, I can't stand some of y'all. Like I just can't. Like I just can't stand the shit talk. I can't like it's a rivalry. You know, I get it from that perspective. So our neighbors, I remember when remember the Mexico versus Netherlands game. I had a whole
Oh,
party, and this party is always consistent. Like I had a Filipino party at one time, like the Mexican crowd party down there for any watch-alongs or watch parties. Remember when Manny Pacquiao fought Floyd Mayweather? Full pack of Manny Pacquiao fans. This time around, it was for Mexico because they were playing Netherlands in the round of 16. And the hate watch and the laughter that me and my mom had when they got knocked out and Robin did what he did, oh, it was cinema.
ooh,
So,
he
so
can't travel
Robin,
back there to this day.
oh, it was cinema. It was cinema. So shout out to you guys. I know like you're probably gonna have a badass World Cup this year, but man, that 2014 was beautiful just to see y'all fall and cry like that.
Mhm.
Especially when they were up. And I remember when Gordon, who was it that scored that amazing like
Oh, I
that
don't even remember now.
that volley where like they took the 1-0 lead, like I remember the whole block was just going crazy. Like and that makes sense. Like I get it. And then it just went quiet right after that. It was just
It was like a weird, like it was in that bangers era where it felt like I don't know. That's a weird way to stream it. Where like it seems like any goal in that tournament that was scored was just a banger. Was like at least an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 at minimum, which I feel like
Oh
we haven't
yeah,
even had from like tournaments since. Like we've had.
that
Don't get me
tournament was
wrong.
beautiful.
We've had amazing goals scored in many of games since then World Cups, but I don't know if we've had like a World Cup top to down that had that quality of finishes. You even had that Costa Rica like amazing run in that as well. Like
Yeah, you got
it's
Taylor
kind of
Navas
cat
make the
history.
run
That's a great
too.
cut. It's just that's
Beautiful.
2014. It doesn't shock me that that's like the starting point for a lot of fans. I think I was like the
Yeah.
year after. I remember crying to when we got knocked out to in the Gold Cup semis against Jamaica in 2015. I remember that was the first time like really crying like at a sport like not at a sporting event but like because of a sporting game event or like because of watching a game.
Yeah.
But I just
I
remember being
remember
so
that
disappointed.
Belgium one too. Remember when we
Oh
got
yeah,
knocked out to Belgium? You know where I was? So I was hanging out with some family friends of mine, and we went to Yosemite Park during the World Cup. So the vibes, bro. Like you're watching World Cup games at some lounges in Yosemite Park, down up like 4 hours away here from LA, and we were watching that USA versus Belgium game. I wanted to cry, man. Like just I knew Tim Howard was in there. The hope that we had when I think someone I forgot who scored in that game to get us like what was it 2-1 and maybe the comeback to come into overtime. And Tim Howard's heroics. I mean, I remember hearing the commentator just going crazy with Tim Howard, and then just unfortunately just wasn't enough. We started the USA chance though, but just wasn't enough. Even that Germany game too, I thought we had a chance against Germany, but then I was in the doctor for that one, and I was like, oh well, we lost 1-0 to Germany, but at least we didn't get smoked by a Portugal team like 4-0. But,
yeah.
hey,
I
it
also
is
like
what
I
it
was
is.
crying watching that Belgium game is the same exact thing I said like a few months ago when we played them last. So funny that that hasn't really
Fucking
changed
It's
much in
always
the recent
Belgium, bro.
rotation.
It's always Belgium, bro. It's
They're going to be
always
good this year.
Belgium.
I don't want to spoil too much from my preview, but I think they could be going pretty decently far. They seem to be firing on all cylinders.
They do, and they still have like I know we said I know their golden generation is done, but you're absolutely spot on. I think maybe a little bit more for tomorrow, but I am in agreement with you. I think they're clicking at the right time.
So much of it is
Um,
form in these, as much as we don't like to admit, or as much as it's so much difficult to.
it's
If you
really
get teams that are firing all cylinders or moving, it doesn't really matter how much they are. Well, we all know FIFA rankings are kind of BS anyways. Not even
yeah,
kind of, are just kind of are BS anyway.
they're
So like,
BS in general.
I mean, we're what
Um,
16th.
16th, yeah. 2018 World Cup was fun too. I didn't mind it. It didn't bring the same vibes. There was a lot of controversy, which obviously made sense. Now that we look back onto it, but I mean, some of the vibes were cool. Like Peru. Well, it was memorable for me because Peru. That was the first time they made it to their World Cup in almost what was it, fucking 50 years since they last made it to the tournament. So the vibes were high. Um, Unfortunately for me, like during the group stage, we were here. Like I remember that time when we qualified for. I know it was like a trade off. Like the USA would have to embarrassingly like not make it to the World Cup against at Russia, but Peru would make it. So it wasn't too bad. I remember that World Cup wasn't too bad because I was so hyped for that Peruvian team. That was in the group stage with France, with Australia. No, with Australia and
Mm.
Denmark too, with that young Denmark team with I believe Poulsen and all of them.
Oh
So that
yeah.
World Cup was hype for me too, but I just didn't like the energy and the vibe. The stadiums was just felt like it felt like a Euros in my opinion, and not like a World Cup tournament per se.
Mhm.
But man, but I was in Peru during that time too, so that was pretty fun watching like some of the Argentinian games with some of my Argentinian cousins. Shout out to Santi, that's my cousin right there from Argentina. The whole France one was pretty cool too to see Mbappe, the transfers that were going on. Um, but that was a fun one. That was cool. I guess the cards, the players that were up there. Some of the games were cool, but not. I don't think that many, and I just don't think the energy was right. What about you for 2018? I know same thing. I
I
saw
mean,
your earlier one.
individually, that Pavard goal still might be one of the best goals I think I've ever seen like live. That
Oh yeah,
volley against
Alvaro goal.
Argentina. I mean that's kind of why we bought him. I think we bought him actually after that World Cup. I want to say, yeah, I always
Andrew.
enjoyed like the games. I thought the knockout round games were really good. I thought by the end of that World Cup, I thought you got a lot of really quality sides. I thought you got some good matchups. If I'm remembering
Oh,
correctly,
England
even
too.
that
Remember
final.
England? I forgot England
Yeah,
made that little
England's
run
like big
too.
run. Yeah, that was like their
Croatia
big
as
return
well.
too, because that's coming off their what? That's like the Roy Hodgson 2016 Euros where they get like
Yeah.
knocked out to Iceland. So and like even 2014, they don't even make it out their group. I don't think. Right? It's what? It's like
Yeah,
them,
2014 they had
Italy,
that.
Costa Rica, and
Yeah.
well, I forget. It was a group of death, but still, like that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. I think my mic cut. Okay, I thought my mic cut up a bit. My bad. No, I that England run was crazy. I was obviously rooting for a lot of those English players like Harry Kane at that time. I was so happy for him. God damn it, he should have passed it to fucking Sterling though for that goal, and it probably would have been a way better final because I just knew Croatia was not going to make it. I was happy for my boy Luka Modric. I was
Why do
very
they
happy.
play so defensive in that game too? Like they go up one in that game, and then they play so defensive for the rest of
Blew
that
it.
semi, and then they
Fucking
blow
blew it.
it, and they blow it.
And I
Like
think they would have had a shot against I think France more than Croatia because I think they just had
yeah,
more talent. But that Croatian team was just playing way better. I mean,
yeah.
that's the reason why they got far. Modric,
Mhm.
Rakitic was amazing. Kovacic, that midfield with Perisic as well. I think Brozovic was off the bench or starting to. Mandzukic was in his like final ones as well. The defense too. Croatia as always. And then 2022 is probably one of my favorites as well. I mean, we were in college at that time, watching some of the games during our classes. I
Whose
remember the
class were
USA
we in?
game. Huh?
Whose class were we in when they was it the opening game when they scored against Wales? That was they just allowed.
We were me and Colby. Shout out to Mr. Gaines. We were watching that in our math class. Like literally,
Nice.
like it was like it's like the memes where like you're watching a Champions League game with the table. Like the first, all of the we were in the back row, like the back of the last row, and the row in front of us, all like it was like Joey and Joe Clinner. Shout out to you too as well. They were watching the games as well, and we were just like like all watching. We were celebrating quietly. It was just the vibes, man. You couldn't beat it. Um, I think for the first group stage games, you remember me and Kobe were watching because we were watching the Argentina versus Netherlands game. Like that tournament. Say what you want, the controversy behind like the whole area, which was controversial, I would think. And I would say like even like the vibes of it, like the
Oh yeah,
theme, the coloring was not didn't feel that electric. It just felt kind of
plastic.
bland. Very plastic. Yeah, I agree. Very plastic. But then the games were freaking good though.
Hmm.
Some of the games were really good.
Yeah,
Um, the
I pulled an
Netherlands
all nighter
Argentina game.
for that Saudi Arabia Argentina
That
game. I really
You
yeah,
are
I
you are
personally
part of the blessed people. I've always said that, dude. That game will be talked about for years to come. I mean, Saudi Arabia beat Argentina that way. They beat the World Cup champions because then they went
mhm.
on that undefeated run for the rest of the tournament. The France versus England game, the Kane penalty miss. What else, man? What was another game?
I mean, even the
Ecuador's
U.S.
little crazy.
all those
Oh, and
U.S.
then the
games and group
USA.
stages were all
Yeah,
entertaining.
yeah. The USA's boring, but I guess crucial 0-0 draw against England. That win
We did
against
outplay them.
Iran.
I will say we outplayed England that game. Like I think I
Ah,
walked
yeah, I
away from
agree.
that game
No, I
thinking or at least they. I can't believe they got to our level in that game.
And then obviously we watched the final, and I think that final was just like, come on, bro, you couldn't be like you couldn't make that script
Yeah,
up. So those are probably our early World Cup moments, like that 2014, 2018,
I,
2022, and
I
now
think
I
even
can't wait to see what
2022
2026.
for being like a cultural staple. Like I know so many people that like either got into football because they watched that 2022 World Cup more than even the ones in years past, or like if they don't support football, like they either watched that final or their frame of reference around soccer is still like Mbappe, France, Messi, Argentina. It like for how
Exactly.
important 2022 was for like even where we are in like the sports media world now from launching creators and launching soccer, I think is so much more of like a platform to be like talking about it. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then you have speed in it too. Like no,
Mhm.
I know it's like oh it's speed like a streamer. Like no. If you look at the numbers that streamers that speed has been putting up too with the content he creates, the memes, like I think he's also brought the
Mhm.
American audience to it as well, and with the World Cup song and the memes that came out. Remember the Mbappe, the Prencha, like the
Yeah.
Pessi penalty. Oh my god, that World Cup was just good for like memes, contents, and then obviously that final was just like you couldn't script a better final. I mean, the protege versus the goat, and the goat comes out and gets his World Cup trophy with like arguably the most passionate fan base in the world in the Argentinians. And then you saw the celebrations and the penalties. And I mean, I'll tell my grandkids, bro, I saw Mbappe, like they were down 2-0 with no hope. Like there was no hope for this
Mhm.
team to come back. And you see that man fly. I'm in my couch. I just got home from Bonaventure, right? I got home from college. I wake up first thing in the morning to see this because this was like probably, what was it, 8 or 9 in the morning. I'm like, let's see what we're going to see. I don't think Argentina, we're going to pull it through. And Mbappe just comes in with the penalty, and then that second goal, bro. Like this is how they talk about Maradona. Like I will tell this about my kids. Mbappe comes in, volleys the shit out that goal, puts it past Emi Martinez 3 times, 3 times that whole game. But that one goal, man. You couldn't make that up, man. And do we think are we gonna see another one? Like we have to, but I just don't know when it'll be. Like I seriously
Yeah.
don't know.
And it's one of those where like it's like the cop out answer for this. It's like you can't predict that. You know what I mean? Part of that element is like you don't know if it's gonna happen. Like, yeah, I'd love to say, we're gonna get a Ronaldo, we're gonna get a Portugal Brazil final. I don't even know if that's possible based off of the draw. But like we're gonna get a Portugal Brazil final, and Ronaldo's gonna score a 90 whatever minute winner to win the World Cup. Like, yeah, that's obviously like based off of that description, that's one of the greatest World Cup moments probably of all time. But like we can't guarantee that. There's no guarantee. So like it's so
Right.
tough. But like yes, I do have that feeling like with US, there's been that magic, the hype around it. Like it feels like there's going to be that moment, whether it be the US, whether it be a host nation, whether it be maybe just like you said, another huge final or something or so on. Like I feel like you said, we're going to get a moment. If it's exactly.
Yeah, and I think we'll talk more in brief in that for next episode and later episodes because we have to look at the brackets and stuff like this and the potential matchups that you can see later on because there is some good matchups that could happen from this. Like we could like I'll kind of spoil it this. Like I think if certain situations happens for Argentina and Portugal, they can meet up in the quarterfinals and they'll probably meet up I forgot where they're gonna meet up, but they'll meet up in a major city and everyone's gonna watch that. This is like Michael Jordan versus LeBron in a way, like in terms of like nationality, because these are the two top teams in the world. They meet up, and then later on the night, you saw like the UFC for Conor McGregor's fight as well. They might fight like was Max Holloway. I don't even remember who's fighting, but like that day will be special. I think you have to cancel off work or anything. Like you have to just call it off. Like you just have to work out, whatever it may be. You have to watch that game. So these are the type of things I'm hoping we see for this World Cup. Is it like are we gonna see it replace 2022? My thing is, I think we will in terms of like the vibrancy and everything. I just think I did not like the way Qatar looked, like the saturation and all these things. The stadiums were just ass, and then every World Cup is going to be controversial. So at this point, I just accept for what it is in the U.S. and Qatar and Russia. Like it just is what it is. But the games that we want to see as fans, as neutrals, I think is going to be better. Just turn up the saturation of some of the games. I've heard tickets are lowering at this rate, so maybe we will see some inflection for that. And
Paying expensive as those next tickets.
Yeah, and
those are what, like $2,000 probably for the cheapest in like the in MSG.
I can imagine those Portugal versus Argentina tickets if that does happen, man. Oh my god. I don't even want to imagine, bro. But
France, Portugal, Argentina, anything with those three teams are probably just going to be, maybe England as well, are just going to be expensive.
And Brazil,
I'd say Brazil, yeah. Maybe, I guess US by default. Like if the US do go on some run, those tickets probably will be expensive. But like, let's be honest here. Are we going on a run? Like, I don't want to spoil my stuff for tomorrow, but we ain't. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, spoiler for a little bit tomorrow.
You saw that banger today though by Robinson, right? I know we'll talk about it tomorrow.
I thought for some reason I thought that was Tim Ream. For some reason I was screaming. I was like, no way, Tim, because I thought it was Tim Ream. I was like, no way Tim Ream just scored that past the Germans and then
did the backflip after that too, bro. Like, if our 36-year-old center back was doing that backflip, like crazy.
Yeah, and then I saw wait. I was like, wait, he can't do that shit. No. He cannot do no backflips. No, he can't do that. He cannot do that. But no, I mean we'll recap it. USA did lose today 2-1 to Germany, so we'll go more in depth into that. But a little bit more in the host cities before we get into this trivia. Two host cities, man. Like, what's your most I've heard a lot of people say for the host cities. I know we have, I think LA is one of them, San Francisco, Vancouver, Seattle, Toronto, Chicago, Houston, Dallas. I think also we got Kansas City as well. And then from Mexico, I think it's Monterrey, Mexico City, and then I'm forgetting the other one, but it's like 3 cities in Mexico. Obviously, we got New York. We got Boston. We have Philly. And I think we have a few of the Virginias in there as well, if I'm not mistaken. Or are there like some of the? I think there might be a few games. Oh, and then Florida too. Miami too.
Yamin Lamal's in like Chattanooga, Tennessee right now, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like some real that is hilarious, man. Like I remember Kate. Shout out to not shout out to her. She doesn't know me, but Kay Adams. Like I remember she was doing like a recap on what the best host city was. They were like Kansas City might be the one because I think that's where a lot of like I think England and Argentina are staying down there. England and Argentina. I think there was one more as well. But no, what's your favorite host city? Like, which one are you like curious to see? Like in the example of like Lamine Yamal, for example, he's like, dude, he's gonna be training in like in fucking Tennessee. Like Lamine Yamal, a dude who's been dominating this sport for like years, is gonna be in the middle of fucking Tennessee. And then my favorite one too is like the teams that are like training in like the high schools and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like you lucky fuckers. Like, come on, bro. Like, I know I'm in LA and like I'm an hour away from like that training session for the USMT, but like, dude, that's like an hour away from LA because they're really in like they're in like lower parts of Orange County and stuff like that. So
But here's the thing with that too as well. It doesn't isn't it a little bit of like an indictment on the US soccer system again. I'm sorry. If we can have high schools where like the quality of like the training center, the pitch, all that is good enough for like professionals preparing for a World Cup to at least be like, okay, we can practice, we can do whatever there, and yet we can't still build a successful youth system. I don't know, man. We got to figure it out. But I don't know. Like the Yamin one is probably like the default one for me because that's just like so funny for him to be in like Chattanooga, Tennessee. Like that's just such a random spot. I think the Norway, aren't they in like Greensboro? I think they're in one of the Carolinas. That's been a funny one. Did you saw that? Did you see that photo shoot that they had where they were
oh,
all
for
dressed
Norway?
like the Viking? Yeah, with all the Viking
Oh, that
garb
was
and everything
cool.
like
That was
that.
my favorite. Yeah,
Like
that was
that was
cool.
sick.
That was cool. That's awesome.
It,
Shout out to
it's
them,
always
brother.
interesting.
And then, but then they got humbled, bro. Because then I don't know where they're training at. I think they're in like what was it? Where are they at right now? I forget. It's like a known
Don't know where
city.
they are.
I think in Virginia, like around Virginia. They're like, dude, we could not withstand the heat, bro. I'm like, that's a little bit more for tomorrow's episode, but I am concerned about that for the Heat with some of these players. I think some of these players are going to get a rude awakening, and you saw,
Yeah,
and that's my only
and
fear
it's
for this tournament is the quality of the games just because of the weather. Like, how bad will it? How bad will it be for some of these players in the Heat?
mm.
Um, I guess that's the benefit for some of us. Like,
But
we
no,
are
that is
accustomed
yeah,
to it. Mexico will definitely. I think Mexico. I think out of all the teams, like Mexico has the biggest home advantage, man. I mean, we're talking
yeah.
about it more tomorrow for the opening game, and obviously for their group stage as well. But man, they're going to go far. But like they have such an advantage with the home court and all this type of things, the
And
training
it's gonna
sessions
be
and all that.
so interesting because I think like you talked about sort of even with like the effects of not having the sort of the great vibes and the culture around, especially Russia and Qatar, is because like they're a little bit more isolating of spots. It's very much more where like not saying that there aren't fans of those countries that are in those countries, but like even if like take Colombia or Brazil for an example, with like Qatar and Russia, most likely those that you're getting fans to travel there, I would assume. You know what I mean? You're not having like, oh, I'm maybe Colombian and I just like live in Russia and now the World Cup's here and now I get to support my country as we're like US because it is this obviously this great melting pot. Like compared to almost any other World Cups, like you said, there's gonna be that home field advantage for Mexico, but like those South American teams, those Brazils, those Argentinas. Do you know how many Brazilians and Argentinians and people with like descent are living in this country right now that are living in Buffalo, New York, are living in LA, are living in Kansas City, are living in Seattle, Houston, Florida, like Philadelphia, let alone all the other small parts in between that. Like like there is home field advantage for the US, but there's almost like not home field advantage in the sense for all these other nations because like you're going to be able to get like a sizable portion of like your fan base there because like you're going to get a mix. You're obviously going to have your wealthier people that can afford to travel from these countries to the United States, and then yeah, like I think it's fair to say obviously every single country that's in this World Cup like there's people in the United States that have descendants there that have family that might even still live there that like have that in their blood and rep those teams even over the US in many circumstances like yeah, like it's gonna be really interesting. Like I think St. Louis is I think I read somewhere was like one of the highest centered of populations like for Bosnians, like outside of Bosnia and Herzegovina, like one of the highest like I don't know population density of that is in a small, not even a small, it's not a small city, but is in a city in the United States. Like it's going to be cool too for like where these these teams are going to be going, and like the reputation. I think even like that Bosnia one, for an example, you saw like, or if you did, there's the video of them like arriving in the airport, and you can kind of see them almost shocked from the fan reaction. I think it might have been even landing in like Kansas City, and it's like, oh wow, but it's like, yeah, no, you have a sizable fan base that lives in the United States in this part of the world, and they're gonna be here, they're gonna represent, they're gonna show because this is like, yeah, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Who knows the
Oh
next
yeah,
time we'll have a World
I
Cup here?
completely agree. Yeah, no, definitely, and I think that's what I'm happy for as well for this World Cup is some of the immigrant families that have like Bosnian descent, that have
Mhm.
Ghanaian descent. Like, remember when the USA played Senegal? The shit ton of Senegalese fans over there. Probably a few of them were from Senegalese immigrants. So that's why I'm excited for that. Sense. Egyptians too. I know there's a lot of Egyptians around here, especially in Washington D.C. Like I was down there last fall, like and that's what I'm excited for. I feel bad for. Like, I was looking at the map right here for like where the like
where they will be staying and stuff like that. But Bosnia, I think they're in like the middle of nowhere. Like they were just thrown into like the middle of nowhere. I forgot what state that is, but they were thrown up in there. Um, Gonna be cool to see Ghana and France in Boston. You know my opinions on Boston people. So that's gonna be interesting for some of those plays. And then New York is gonna be packed with Brazil, Haiti, Morocco. Like, it's just a lot of teams, man. This is just so much. Like you just look at this map and you just see all the type of people that can come visit, see, watch, train. Unfortunately for me, I will not be at this time. I can't because I didn't get the tickets to them in time. But I think the U.S. is holding like an open training session down in Irvine, California, which is like an hour away from me with traffic and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Like stuff like that, you can go see like the training sessions and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So I'm hoping a few teams more do that. I probably feel like the group stages, but then right after that, I think they'll be more focused on getting their games done. But no, I think I'm excited for this World Cup just for how many teams there are, how many like we know how diverse America is, and some of those big cities that they will be in, like New Jersey, Boston, and then the sense, like some people that are from Bosnia descent, and then obviously in Mexico as well. That's going to be packed for some people too. So I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited for this, and I'm excited for Tim Payne too. Tim Payne is gonna have a great World Cup. I don't know if you've heard that. Some of the funny stuff with Mr. Tim Payne. Have you heard of the Tim Payne memes?
I
We'll
saw
probably
some
go
of that stuff. Like he grew to like what, like 200,000 followers or something crazy like
No,
that.
he had like 4,000 on Instagram, and then this Argentinian streamer comes in and is like, "Yo, guys, we gotta go support like the least followed like unknown random athlete of this World Cup. Like, let him be like the main star of the World Cup." And he picks out Tim Payne, who's like I believe a center back for New Zealand. And overnight, I think he got up to like almost like 500K followers on Instagram, and then right now he's currently at 5.1. They made an
Wow.
AI song by him. Like, have you heard of the song too? Like,
It's
no
gotta be AI,
será
yeah.
la copa de Shamal. Like, oh my god, dude, Tim Payne. You know what sucks too? I will not be here for New Zealand's opening game too here in SoFi Stadium. So missed out, man. And I was actually looking at those tickets too, to go like just to see Tim Payne play in action because I guarantee you those tickets went up in price because of the
Mhm.
memes and stuff. So any people down here in LA, man, enjoy Tim Payne. I'm just bummed that I couldn't have been with those New Zealand fans to go watch that because I think they opened up with Iran at SoFi Stadium, but it is what it is. You can't do anything.
Mhm.
But before we go on to the trivia, as always, because we'll go more in depth for World Cup. I just wanted to see how we're feeling with World Cup, the memes that are
Mhm.
coming out. Speed's new song, shout out to Speed. I mean,
Mhm.
he made it to the World Cup official album. I can't wait to see Shakira perform on the 11th. It's just gonna bring the vibes that I think I didn't get into 2011, the 2010 World Cup. I just never got the chance to live that moment with Shakira performing live, or in 2006 as well. But we're gonna get it for 2020, 2026. So she'll be down in Mexico singing her new song "Die Die" with Brene Boy. I think that's his name. So can't wait for that. Thoughts on the Shakira song, real quick? Thoughts on the
I'll be
Shakira
honest, I've
song?
not listened to it. I've
You
been
have
turned off
not.
from the. I turned off so much from the Jelly Roll. I have not listened to any of the stuff that they've
I
been putting
think
out since.
I did. I know Future had one with Tyla, but I'm not a fan of that one. I think the Shakira's one not bad. Probably not her best, arguably, because Hips Don't Lie, Waka
Mhm.
Waka, and I think Lala from the 2014 are just a little bit better. Although my hot take is I think that Die Die is better than Lala. That's for sure. I think Lala. I just don't rate Lala from the 24. A lot of people do. I don't. I don't rate that song at all. I think that one's bland. I think Die Die is better uh,
Hmm.
than the 2014. That's my hot take because I have a lot of people telling me that Lala is like their most iconic. I completely disagree. I think that song is so bland from Shakira. Like I think Die Die is better. But I just want to know your thoughts. If you do get a chance to listen to it, tune it in. It's
Yeah,
a really
definitely.
good song. But yeah, as always, please show much love to Stone Pictures and please go out and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. World Cup content is coming up, so I can't wait for that. We got one episode to record tomorrow, and then World Cup content will start probably next Sunday as well once we get into all those games and a few like maybe watch alongs here and there and some recaps for some of the games too. As we get into the World Cup time. But Isaac, man, let's do it. Trivia time. I'm
Let's
excited.
go.
I want to test my knowledge before we get into this World Cup because we're in for a few, um,
Yeah.
you know, historical moments. It might be records broken, iconic moments. So why not refresh our memories and
Yeah, I could not agree anymore. I think I'll start. We can do the CNN one together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I'm interested because like we joke about like sort of exposing our takes, sort of with like tomorrow being the big episode where we'll give a lot of those predictions. This is like our first test. We can kind of like expose ourselves and sort of see like our general wall knowledge. Hopefully, I'd like to say hopefully between the two of us we can do fairly well. I took a brief look. It looks like there will be a few obviously challenging questions.
Yep.
No shame. Yeah, like you said, learn the adage, learn something new every day. So I'm sure there's plenty we'll
Hey,
be
the
learning in the
phone,
next
the phone, and
15, 20
everything
minutes.
will be
Oh
placed.
yeah,
Look. I'll do
charging
this.
right now.
I just threw it on
Oh
my
okay.
bed.
Oh yeah. You know what?
There you
Yeah.
go.
I'll throw boom on the bed back there. I guess I do. Well, because I say that I have this is on a laptop, but you will hear me typing if we're like googling answers.
Yeah, me too.
So
You'll see me
obviously
like
we'll leave it
trying
there.
to like if I'm moving, it's only because I gotta switch the screens out and stuff or mute myself. But that's really it. You will not
Exactly.
see me
Well,
try to like how many. But let's get into it.
let's get into it. I mean, first one, fairly simple. Which team has won the most World Cups between Spain, Brazil, England, France? I think it's fair to say it's
Yeah, we
Brazil.
got it's
Yeah.
Brazil. Brazil is the easy one, so I think we got
Okay,
that
good,
one.
correct. 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994, and 2002. Question 2, which country has hosted the World Cup the most times? Ooh, I think
Oh,
it's either
I,
Mexico or Brazil here.
I'm gonna go with Mexico. I think it's Mexico.
I would agree
I
with that.
remember
I'll
the
back you on
first
Mexico.
one, the Maradona. Yep, Mexico.
Correct. Solo host of the World Cup 1970, 1986, and then I think this year makes it the third time. Wow, okay. Good. 2 for 2.
Go.
So, hey, there we go.
That one.
How many countries have won the World Cup while being hosts? 0, 2, 5, and 6.
Ooh,
Wow.
how many countries? That's a tough one. 'Cause obviously, I started 2014, so it's like I'm gonna say okay. We got Mexico, we got Brazil, while being host.
Like I know I don't think Germany won any of theirs when they were did they win one of theirs when they were the host country?
I think so, and I think Argentina might have won one as well.
And like did Brazil
Also,
have one
Uruguay
earlier?
as well. Remember,
Right, did
Uruguay had
Uruguay,
like 3. You know what? I'm gonna go with 2. I feel like there's 2.
incorrect.
Yeah.
There is Uruguay 1930, Italy 1934, England 1966. Oh, England, yeah.
God.
West Germany 1974, Argentina
Damn,
78,
it was
and
5.
1998. No, that was Uruguay, Italy, England, West Germany, Argentina, France 6. So that was wow. That was the
That was
max.
France in
See,
1990. Why did I
this
think
is where like I figured we might get exposed. Some of this early ball knowledge. I will be like I said. I always own that. Like I just
right?
don't
I
have
mean,
that
that's
quite
fair,
to the
but
top.
like, right. So now we know. Okay, England won in 1966. Germany. So we know a few. That Argentina one was definitely one of the ones with Mario Kempes and stuff like that. Then obviously
Mhm.
I completely forgot about France in 1998. Like I forgot they
Yeah.
hosted that one too. It's all right, man. I mean, we're young. We're learning here. This is a list. Hey, for any reviewers out there that are trying to get into World Cup, this is a fun lesson as well.
Oh, here we go. Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe have a realistic chance to surpass in this tournament, but heading into the 2026 World Cup, who is the all-time leading goal scorer?
Oh,
Beckham, Pele, Klose, and Maradona. This has got to be Klose, right?
Closer, yeah, it's closer. I don't think Maradona's in there, Pele, nor Beckham. It's got to be Mario Close. And I
Correct.
remember this too because I was looking for Mbappe's stats too, and Messi might break it as well. Although probably Mbappe's gonna, I think he's gonna break it because even if Messi gets like a good tournament here, Mbappe has minimum like probably 2 more World Cups after in his career. So yeah, he's gonna break it. I think
16
so. Yeah,
goals. Wow.
crazy.
Klose always made it to at least the semifinals of the tournament, winning once in 2014. That's very impressive.
Insane, bro.
Who is the youngest goal scorer in World Cup history? Michael Owen, Pele, Mbappe, and Henri. My guess, I guess Mbappe here, just because I think I remember reading something about it. You think it's Owen?
Is between Owen or Mbappe or Pele too? Because I know for a fact. Well, Mbappe and Pele, I know for a fact are the youngest in the final to score. I remember that one because Pele was like 19 or something, and then Mbappe broke that by a few days. Owen could he have been the youngest though? I don't think Mbappe's the youngest. Could it be Henri? No, Henri I don't think ever did well.
I will jokingly say, Jeff, because I'm kind of like seeing it right now. I will leave ultimate guessing power to you. So I lean Mbappe, but yeah, I will go with your guess on these.
Okay. I'm gonna go Michael Owen. Fuck it. I feel like it's
Michael
Owen. It's like a trick question. I think it's Owen.
Incorrect. It is
Oh
Pele, scored at 17 in 239 days. Wow. That is how much older are you than 17 in 239 days? We're what, like 5 years older? At least. Wow.
Pele, Jesus, man. Dude, Pele, man, dude, I gotta do Pele during this time, man, was like You know how we look at Mbappe with the speed and stuff, like that's how Pele was dominant in his era. Like I think that's what people need to understand in sports a lot of the times is yes, in today's era they probably don't look the flat like when people say like Bob Cousy or like some players like that are like, oh, they wouldn't do shit in this league. I'm like, yeah, they wouldn't do shit, but you need to understand, take it back. That's why we can't compare eras. It's so hard. We just gotta compare like the impact and how much they dominate their eras with their competition. The impact that Pele had in his time, he looked like a god compared to the other players because he was just above everyone at this time. Now, when you look average potential like the 2000s and today's game with how much physicality and speed there is, most likely, yeah. But at that time, he was just so ahead of everyone, dude. He was just a god, and I think people fail to realize that. A lot of people fail to realize that.
And I think that conversation is always weird because it's like, okay, yeah, maybe if you literally take like 28-year-old Bob Cousy and throw him in the NBA right now, duh. But like, I like to look at it as like, okay, if you take childhood, like a 5-year-old Bob Cousy, stick him in this era, because like, yeah, if he has all the training and the knowledge and all that sort of stuff, even the dietary, all that sort of stuff that we have nowadays, and you put that athlete in today's era, who's to say they can't be successful? Who's to say they don't have the like that speed at athleticism? Like you're telling me, like I don't know. Jackie Robinson's a big example because especially with the athleticism's made a big deal with the sort of the breaking the color barrier and all that sort of stuff. But like you're telling me if you didn't put that guy in this era with all the training and all the stuff that we have nowadays, that he wouldn't still just be a phenomenal baseball player?
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that, like you say.
Yeah. No, completely agree.
Moving on. Who's the first ever Golden Ball, the award given for the tournament's best player in World Cup history? Ferenc Puskas, Zinedine Zidane, Bobby Moore, and Mario Kempes. Or Kempas, I apologize.
I don't think it's Zidane.
It can't be Zidane, right? They didn't create that in like it's way too late.
Way too late. I think Zidane is way too late. But I'm torn between Puskas and Mario Kempes.
Same.
I'm torn between those two. And Bobby Moore too. Shout out to Bobby Moore because he did
I mean, Bobby Moore would have gotten it probably in 1966 when they won. So it's also banking that it was created before that, I would assume, for one of these two as well.
Oh my god. Again, guys, don't kill me. I don't know much of this, but I'm gonna go with I gotta go with the Madrid man, Puskas. I gotta go Puskas. I think it's Puskas. Oh my god, who fucking is it Mario? Damn, I was gonna go with Mario too. It was between those.
I think it's Kempes, yes.
Yeah, it's Kempes.
It's interesting. It doesn't give me the correct right. The Argentinian attacker scored twice in the final. Yeah, 1978.
Mario Kempes, he was before Maradona too. His time. Although I can't. No, fuck Mario. I can't stand him on ESPN though. I can't stand his biased ass. But I respect him as a player though, for sure. Like, and as a man too. Like, I just can't stand him as a commentator.
Nice. Next, who was the only player other than Kempes to win the World Cup, Golden Ball, and the Golden Boot in the same tournament? Paolo Rossi, Lionel Messi, Ronaldinho, and Roberto Baggio. Now, here's the question: Messi got it in the last World Cup? He got Golden Ball, right?
Yes.
Remember, did he have
got it in 2014?
Yes, but he didn't win that. So he didn't win the World Cup in 2014.
Disqualified, as we know, Messi.
No, but did Messi get it in 20? Did Messi get all of these in 2022?
No, he did not get the Golden Ball. I mean, the Golden Boot. That was Mbappe.
So then so then it's not. It can't be Messi.
Can't be Messi.
Ronaldinho? No, because I think during this time when he won, I think Ronaldo was. So that's I take out Ronaldo.
With that, I agree. My guess leans towards Baggio, but I could be wrong.
You know what? I'm gonna let you take the. Although I feel like it's Rossi though. I have a feeling it's Rossi.
I did say you have MC, so I'm MCing. So you have pull. If you want to go Rossi.
I gotta cook with this one. I think it's Rossi. If I'm wrong here, that's it.
It is.
All right, got it. Finally, bro.
6 goals to lead the tournament en route to Italy winning its 3rd World Cup in 1982. That's Socrates. Am I wrong in the background right there?
Yes, that's Socrates. All right, first FIFA reference. Socrates 91 icon.
A legend.
First FIFA reference of the day. We got to do a timer of like how many FIFA references we do in the day.
Oh, here we go, Jeff. Because we were just looking at it. How many cities have hosting duties for this year's World Cup? So,
Jesus. All right, we got 3 in Mexico, 2 in Canada, correct? So that's 5 automatically.
Yes.
How many for the U.S.?
It's 9. It's got to be 9, right? And that makes it 14? Or is it?
I think
because it can't be 24. There's not 24 host cities.
No fucking way it's 24.
Well, we can just go through. So what? You have LA.
Remember, we have the 5 already from Mexico and Canada out the way.
Yes.
It's 3 in Mexico from what I remember, and then 2 in Canada, which is Toronto and Vancouver.
Those are 5. And then we have LA,
New
San
York,
Fran.
San Fran.
Hold on, let's go west to east.
Geography.
Let's
I
go
like
west-
that. I like that.
Let's do west to east. So we got the 5 out. So then we have LA. We go from the top: Seattle, San Fran, and LA. Then we have. Is there a Vegas game? Fuck, I don't think so.
I don't think
right?
there is Vegas.
No
I don't think
Vegas?
so.
Okay. So and then we have Texas.
Houston.
So how many in Texas? Houston,
Dallas.
and Dallas. So that's 5.
You have Kansas. You have Kansas City.
Kansas City. The Miamis. So you have. No,
Is Orlando? Does Orlando have one?
no, I don't think so. So it's just Miami. It's just Miami. Then you have New York,
Yep.
Austin,
Yep. Philly.
Philly,
Atlanta.
Atlanta. So we're at 11 right now.
Yeah.
For just US. So that's 11. Could that be it? I think it's 16,
Well,
bro. That's
You
16.
think 16? 16. We'll go 16.
We'll go 16.
Yes.
Gotta be
16.
Awesome. There you go. Do quick maths, bro.
11 in the U.S., 2 in Canada, 3 in Mexico.
Right.
Boom. There we go. What was the name for the much loved and reviled instrument at the 2010 World Cup in South Africa that could be heard on all broadcasts and stadiums? Fun fact, because I saw a post, I think I know what this one is, that they were banned again in this one, and people were all uproar. The U.S. tournament's going to be the worst ever. I think they've been banned ever since then. I think they've been banned since at least 2014 or 2018. So they've been banned.
That shit was lit. But I don't know the name.
It's the Vuvuzela, right? I think.
Vuvuzela. I was going to say it's the Vuvuzela. The doob doesn't sound right. The Vuvuzela.
Yep.
That's what it's called.
Vuvuzela. Mate. Yeah, let's go. Okay, who is the most capped U.S. men's national team player of all time? Ooh, this is. I feel like I'm getting put on the spot here. Clint Dempsey, Kobe Jones, Marcelo Balboa, and Tim Howard.
As a USMT casual fan, I would say.
I feel like I'm gonna get exposed here because I should know total caps off the top of my head. I lean towards Dempsey, but I could be very wrong.
Like hold up, let's look at the image. Like what that image.
You're going for the blur?
I'm going for the blur, bro. That image, it looks like there's a background. Well, that doesn't help out that much. I see a yellow. I'm thinking it's Tim Howard. Like my thing was like this. That doesn't sound right. Would Tim Howard really be the most? I don't think so.
Right, because you're thinking with the goalies, and yes, the Friedel, like there's the Friedel app era and all that sort of stuff as well.
Guzman as well, who was in that time period too.
Oh, Guzman. Oh okay, yeah, right. Guzman.
Go with. I think it's Dempsey, man.
But Dempsey got like they were getting those guys didn't. The U.S. didn't have as much success. Maybe they're missing out. I think I go older. I'm gonna. I don't think it's Bob. I'm between Dempsey and Kobe Jones.
Fuck it, go Kobe Jones. If your instincts are telling you that it's not Dempsey, then go Kobe Jones.
It is Kobe Jones.
Kobe Jones, let's go. We got it.
Former midfielder, 164. Yeah, 1992 to 2004.
Second. I don't have my phone with me right now, but who's the second? Would it have to be Dempsey then?
U.S. men's national team caps. It could be Donovan. I'm surprised he wasn't on.
Landon, yeah, Lando, yeah.
Most cap players. Kobe Jones. Yeah, Donovan's up next, 157. Michael Bradley at 151. Clint Dempsey at 141. And then Tim Howard's at 121. The most of like an active player right now looks to be, Christian Pulisic is at 84. So I'd say Pulisic could probably maybe beat that by the end of his time, especially if he plays into his late 30s. He's going to need a lot more like consistency, but I mean, there's a chance.
And the fact that I think Pulisic is a player that can really play down, like, not only can he just escape away from being a left winger, but I think he can go into the 10 position as well and just be like a factor right down there. I can see that too, but I don't know. Gio Reyna might take a spot too. Who knows? What are the names of the mascots for each of the World Cups in the U.S.? I don't fucking know. I can tip and tap, Lucky and Willie.
I'm guessing Striker and Clutch, but that's my guess. I don't know.
My feeling is Haran and Spike, just because of Spike Lee for some reason.
Spike Lee, that'd be great. And maybe it's the NBA Finals. Your call.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna get this wrong. Let's go Haran and Spike. I just feel like it's those two. But if I'm wrong, I'll fuck it. Well, God damn it.
It is. Striker was an anthropomorphic dog, while Clutch is an anthropomorphic eagle. Let's go.
Fuck those masks.
Which is the USMNT's best ever finish at a World Cup? No, if we're going back, it's just third place, if I remember. Didn't we? It was like a 1930 something, 1932 or 1944, 34. Didn't we get a third place finish? I want to say.
I think so.
That's yeah. Okay, like
Yeah.
a 1930. Yeah, the first World Cup, we got third, and then I think we haven't gotten high since then.
I need to know the team, bro. I gotta see the full team that made it to that fucking.
I want to know when that team fully died too, as well. No offense.
Oh god, yeah, they probably are dead.
What is the name of the trophy awarded to the winners of the World Cup? The Golden Cup, ealry, the Peace Prize, or the FIFA World Cup trophy? Jeff, the ball is in your court.
Dude, come on, bro. It's the FIFA World Cup trophy. I mean, come on. What type of
Okay, good.
I was like, is this a trick question?
At the 1986 World Cup, Diego Maradona scored one of the most controversial goals in soccer history against England. Ooh, this is the basic one. We got to know this one. Why were England players so upset?
No, he scored it with his left foot when it should have been his right.
he used his head and then scored with his hand.
Yeah, he used his head. That was a controversial. Then Mano, bro. Then Mano, the god of hand. That's what we like to call it.
Oh, here we go. Which country has hosted the only Winter World Cup? Obviously, you don't know this one. Qatar. To the most recent one as well.
Thank you.
The World Cup is set to have the most ever teams in a single tournament with 48. How many teams played in the inaugural World Cup in Uruguay in 1930?
Ooh, so
Let's see if you really stat padded in this World Cup.
I'm gonna go with 24, brother. I think 24. Because 32 is like the normal one. No, fuck.
The only time the World Cup had few, it does not say. So that's good to know. Let's do a quick Google search.
Yeah, I don't mind a quick Google search.
You might freeze up for a bit, but I'm very curious for that one.
1930 FIFA World Cup teams.
How many fucking teams were in that one? Was it 32? No way it was 32. Impossible.
15? It was 15 an option? Or 13? Maybe it was 13?
Might have been 13. Damn, 13. Only 13 teams?
Well, also you have a country like Yugoslavia participated in that World Cup, and I don't think they.
Oh my god! I keep on forgetting that I keep on forgetting colonizations, imperialization, all this type of stuff. Yeah, that makes sense.
I just felt like 13 was. I knew 7 was way too low. No way it was 7. But damn, even 30, like if there was like a 16 in there, I would have probably gone for that. I was like,
Peru competed in that tournament.
Shout out to them, man.
They were dead last in their group. It was them, Uruguay, and Romania. They lost to Romania 3-1 and Uruguay 1-0.
Dude, we always lose. Did Uruguay win that first World Cup too?
Yes, Uruguay won that World Cup.
We always lose. Whenever we're in these tournaments, we always lose to the champions in our group stage, and we lose like 1-0. We lost to France in 2018 1-0, and we could have, arguably, bro, we could have gotten a draw. Not win it, but like we were in there. We played to the death, man. Like so seriously, we hit the crossbar. God, man, fucking
man, there was levels back then. So we played Argentina in the semis, lost 6-1. Uruguay beat Yugoslavia 6-1 in the semis as well, and then Uruguay beat Argentina 4-2 in the finals as well.
Damn. Yeah, I know Uruguay has fucking history, man.
Wow.
All right, finish off.
17 and 20. Heading into this edition, who has scored in the most tournaments in World Cup history? Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, David Villa, and Lionel Messi.
Oh, it might be between Ronaldo and Messi. Because Messi, did he score Ronaldo scored in 06, 010, 014, 22. Did Messi do that? The same thing in 06? I think it might be Ronaldo.
You're the Madrid guy. Do you want to go with Ronaldo?
I think it might be Cristiano.
It is Cristiano.
Yeah, and he might
5 editions of the World Cup.
5?
I like that. Has never scored in the knockout phase, however.
You fucking bastards. How many World Cups this run? 2006, 5. 2014, 2018, 2022. That's 4. I'm tripping. Did he play in 2002?
He must have played in 2002s. If we're doing the math, because we have 2022, 2018, 2014, 2010, and 2006. 2006.
2006, 2010,
2004.
Counting wrong. Dumbass guy. Who performed an iconic dance with the corner flag to celebrate his goal?
1999 World Cup in Italy. Marco Van Basten, Roger Milla, Ronaldo Nazario, and Gary Lineker. I do not know this one.
I don't know this one either. I'm gonna take off this Ronaldo Nazario because it says iconic dance with. Okay, I don't think Lineker is the type of guy to dance.
Jeff, jokingly, is like your dad there? You should like go out and like the phone a friend, like the phone a friend, and see if he remembers.
Not here right now. I would have actually told him in the 90s. Could it be R9? Because R9 was like, I know this is like assumptions and everything, which is probably fucked up, but like, who are known for iconic dances? It's the Brazilians. Yeah. Like Brazilians are
That's
known.
True.
Roger, could it be like? But then could it be Roger Miller, who's like a niche one? Nazario's thrown in there because I don't know. Generally, I don't fucking know.
I have no clue on this one.
I'll let you take this one.
No, I'm pushing this one. I'm pushing you.
Pushing me? I'm gonna go Nazario. Fuck it. If it's Miller, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I think it is Miller.
Oh,
the Cameroonian performed the iconic celebration after scoring against Colombia to help his nation become the first African country.
CNN's fucking playing with me, bro. Whatever, bro. Fuck them.
How many World Cup finals have been decided by penalty shootouts?
Ooh, okay. So we have 2022.
Yeah,
we gotta go all the way back. 2022. That's one. But I know we had one in
2018. There was none. 2014. There was none. 2010. There wasn't. Correct.
None. 2006. Oh, 2000 was it? Yes, 2006 was. That's two.
Excuse me. There's the one because doesn't Italy beat like Brazil on pens in like one in the 80s? Isn't like Baggio's big one in like? Isn't there or like they lose one he chokes or maybe I'm blanking right now.
It might be. I'm torn between 4 or 6 because then we're forgetting the ones in the past too, and I have no fucking clue for the past. So my thing is it's got to be more than 3 because I think there was one in 2006 and then this one. I think there might have been another one in 2002 potentially as well, or 1998. I don't remember 98 though.
4 or 6. What do you want to go with?
Let's go 6.
No.
Fuck, only 4. Wow.
1994 and 2006. Well, the last World Cup final between eventual champions Argentina and France also went to penalties. So that would have been 3 actually. So we were right on the money that we.
Wow. Damn. So it was 3. I would have assumed that there was like a few more back in the days. Oh well. What's the biggest margin of
victory in a men's World Cup? 7, 9, 10, or 13.
Okay, so we know.
My mind goes to 9 only because I'm trying to think of like I'm a coach's preface. I don't know. Like double digits is too disrespectful. Like I think that after a certain point you'd be like, okay, once it's 10 plus, like that's too much. I don't know though.
Let's go 9. I might be the worst trivia player of all time. Oh, there we go. 9. There we go.
3 times. Hungary did it twice with a 10-1 win over El Salvador in 1990-82 and a 9-0 victory over South Korea in 1954. Meanwhile, Yugoslavia beat Zaire 9-0 in 1974.
Jesus Christ.
13 out of 20. Definitely a reliable starter on a contending team. Keep at it, and you'll be a star.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
Dude, that was fun, man. I like these. I love these. No, that was fun. Hold on. Let me try to get out real quick.
We're in the small square.
Yeah, no, that was fun. Oh, I love that. That was I think I got hoed in a few of them. That Mila one, I think I could have gone like I think I could have gone in like 14 out of 20 for that one. What was the other ones? Like the penalty shootout. I mean, come on, bro.
Oh yeah, we technically kind of got that. We found the remember the 3, but
yeah, I'm gonna be cheap and I'll be like, we went 15 for 20. There you go. I'm gonna be very cheap with that. Do you want to play one more, or you calling?
I could do one more. Would you rather do the FIFA one or the guessing the World Cup participants?
Let's do the FIFA one real quick.
Do the FIFA one,
and we'll end it off there for our trivia because I've had a blast playing this trivia. This is fun.
Let's go. You can see it on this one. It should be
There we go. All right, let's.
26 questions on this one. There are 4 teams confirmed to be taking part in their first World Cup: Curacao, Cabo Verde, Jordan, and which other nation?
I'm gonna say Uzbekistan. I think Norway's been in. Haiti has been. Wait. Haiti. Has Haiti been? Fuck. Could it be Haiti?
Go Haiti. Go Haiti. No, you were right. The first one, Uzbekistan. Austria are returning to the tournament for the first time since 1998 Who is their record goal scorer?
I don't know this one, bro. For real, bro. I'm gonna go with but this is a vague question. Are you talking about in general or for the World Cup only?
I'm gonna guess I would guess their entire.
What do you got, man? I've not been great in this.
I want to throw out like a random, like the Chronicle or the Polster, because like I don't know. I think like Arnautovic is the one that they're like throwing in because like if you know like they're our age, they assume you know Arnautovic and you go Arnautovic. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. Go with Chronicle then. Fuck it.
Sure, let's. Oh, thinking too hard. It is Arnautovic. I gotta love it.
Start.
Who is the only CONCACAF nation to reach a semifinal? It would have to be the U.S. then if we got to third, right? Like,
yes, has to be the U.S.
Yeah,
right.
okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
thank you, past trivia. There we go.
What player scored the first goal of Qatar 2022?
Ender Valencia penalty. I remember that shit.
Who were the only team to finish South Africa 2010 undefeated? It's gotta be Spain, right?
It's gotta be Spain. I don't remember them losing. Yeah, Spain. Gotta be Spain.
New Zealand.
Okay. Which nation has finished as a winner, runner-up, and in third place 4 times each? Okay, so
here's my thoughts on this. This is where I think Germany, because of that closer question we just got, because he reached at least the semis in every World Cup he played. I know they've won at least 3 or 4, but I don't know if like the Brazil, Argentina, and Italy, like Has Germany gotten third place enough though? Like that's the one that I think about too.
I'm gonna say Germany.
Okay.
Go Germany.
It is. Let's go. Which coach, having taken over in July 2012, is the longest serving among the 42 qualified nations?
2012.
It's not Deschamps, right?
It might be Dalic or Deschamps.
Is it really Deschamps?
Has Deschamps managed that team since 2012?
Was he the manager for that 2014 team?
Yes, he was. I think it might be Deschamps, bro.
It is?
Oh, there we go. It's Deschamps. There we go.
What do Panama boss Thomas Christensen, Canada coach Jesse March, and Uruguay's Marcelo Bielsa all have in common? Oh, they previously coached Leeds, I'd assume, right?
Yeah,
I know it's got to be Leeds, right? Yeah, let's go. Uruguay will be the third nation Bielsa has taken to the World Cup. He led Argentina at Korea, Japan in 2002. Who did he coach at South Africa 2010? Do you know this one? I do.
It might be. I don't remember. Could it be Chile or Paraguay? Let's go Paraguay. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I have a feeling it's Paraguay.
Chile.
Oh, dude, I'm getting hoed on these 50. I'm not losing. I'm not winning the 50-50 battle here.
Who is the highest scoring African in World Cup history with 6 goals? I don't think it's Kazari, and I don't think it's Nasari.
Yeah.
Do we want to go Mia just because of the last question? I feel bad.
Bro. There's not gonna hold me again.
Nah,
that's my God. Okay, fair.
England's final goal in their 6-2 win over Iran at Qatar 2022 was set up by a tournament record 35 passes. Who finished off the move? Raheem Sterling, Jack Grealish, Marcus Rashford, and Callum Wilson. For our United boys, do we go Rashford?
Oh, I wish they were here. No, I think Rashford scored in that game, but I don't think it was. I think it was a free kick, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Sterling? It's between for me. Why do I feel like it's Jack Grealish for some reason?
Why do I feel like it's Callum Wilson?
Oh my God! If it's Callum Wilson, I'm gonna fucking.
I like the Sterling shout.
You want to go Sterling?
We can go Sterling.
Sterling? Okay, Sterling.
It was Grealish. At least it wasn't Wilson. Scotland have played at 8 World Cups previously, but have been eliminated at which stage on each occasion? Group stage, last 16, quarterfinals, semi. I'd assume this is group.
Gotta be group, bro. No way Scotland go that far.
Yes. Just 2 players netted hat tricks at Qatar 2022. Kylian Mbappe scored 1 in the final, but who else claimed a match ball? Morata, Harry Kane, Richarlison, and Gonzalo Ramos.
Gonzalo Ramos. Yep, I remember.
Gonzalo Ramos. Complete the following sequence of Adidas Golden Ball winners: Lionel Messi, Luka Modric, Lionel Messi, Diego Forlan. Ooh. So that is 2022, 2018, 2014. That's 2006, right?
2006. Who got the golden ball, man? Fuck.
Is this closest in 06? Because doesn't Germany lose in the final?
No, Germany. No, that was Italy and France in the final. But I don't remember
Wow.
if Zidane got the golden ball to that because it was his last World Cup. Could it have been Buffon?
I
No,
do
it
not know
can't be
this one.
Buffon. No, it can't be Buffon. I know he was crucial. It's for me is between Klose and Pirlo because I don't think they would have given the golden ball to Zidane after the headbutt incident. No way they gave it to him after that because he got the red card.
Yeah.
Remember that? So it's between for me Klose and Pirlo. Could have been Pirlo in 06.
I feel like Pirlo based off of team success too there, right? Like they went
they won
further.
that World Cup too. And I think I'm gonna go Pirlo.
Was Zidane? Wow.
Dude, this trivia is dreadful. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're like I only have 5 out of the 13 correct.
France are aiming just the third nation to reach 3 successive finals. Who were the last teams to achieve that? Germany, Brazil, Uruguay, and Italy.
I think it might be Uruguay.
I think you're right. Those early Uruguay. I'm gonna go all back. Oh, it was Brazil.
It was Brazil.
Wow. You're definitely struggling to win this one. Of the 42 coaches confirmed to be heading to the World Cup 2026, 2 have won the tournament as a captain. France boss Didier Deschamps, and who else? Carlo Ancelotti, Ronald Koeman, Lionel Scaloni, and Fabio Cannavaro.
Fabio Cannavaro is
no way Ancelotti was captaining those Brazilian teams, right?
No.
Was he a Brazil captain?
No, I think what the question is like 2 have won a tournament as a captain.
Yeah, who else is? I think it's asking who's won it as a player and has captained that nation's team.
Lionel Scaloni, no fucking chance in hell. Because 2 of them are Maradona, Kempes, Messi, and someone else. And he was not alive during those early 2 as well.
No.
So that's out the way. Coleman? No, I don't think so either. I don't think Coleman has captained the Netherlands to anything. Ancelotti, I don't think he captained Italy as well, especially because with the Maldinis that were back in the day. I think it might be Cannavaro's a coach for this World Cup. I did not know that.
No. I don't. I think it's just like when they were a player, were they a captain for a World Cup winner?
Oh,
that's why maybe it was Coleman a captain for one of the. Yeah.
Fuck, I don't remember. I don't know. I have a feeling. You go, man. I don't know this one. This one got me.
I'm gonna send it on Cannavaro. Yeah.
I was gonna go Cannavaro too. Good, nice one.
Mexico will become for. We just had this question. Wasn't it 1970 and 1986? It wasn't 1990 because I feel like they weren't giving it to Mexico and then the U.S.
Which is the year the one
that Argentina won their World Cup? Was it 78? What was the one that? What year was it that Argentina won? Because if it's one of those years.
I think, but was it 2002? Were they the host in 2002?
Okay, I know for a fact because Argentina is the first one to host the World Cup, I believe, or one of the first. 1938, I removed that one automatically, so that top left out the door. 1970 and 1966, 1986.
I feel like I remember one of the previous questions having 1970 in the as one of the 2
out the door as well. They did not host in 2002.
So I think it's 1970 and 1986.
It might be that one because I think in 86, I think Argentina won it.
Yes, let's go. There we go. Nice.
True or false? Each of the previous 6 tournaments have been won by different nations. Well, we have Argentina, France, Germany. 2010 was Spain, and then what? No, it was
Italy.
Italy. So yeah, then it was the last. Well, then who won before Italy?
02.
Oh,
in 02. Brazil. Brazil
won 02. So yes, yeah, true, right?
Yes, that'll be true.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which nation went unbeaten from a record 16 qualifiers to reach World Cup 2026?
Oh, I think this is Argentina. I don't think they've lost. Wait. No,
it was Korea Republic.
Damn it, bro. No, because I remember they went undefeated in the fucking first.
That's why I stopped. He was like, wait, no, that's not the one. God damn it, fuck. They were close though. They lost to Uruguay.
Last hosted in North America at USA 1994. Which 2 teams contested its decider? That's Brazil and
Oh,
Italy, right?
yeah. Yep, Brazil and Italy.
Yeah. Who won the Adidas Golden Boot at France in 1998? Davar Suker, Ronaldo, Gabriel Batista, and Christian Vieri.
Ooh. Should it be R9? I think R9 won in 02.
You want to go R9?
No, I don't want to go R9. I think he won it in 02. Bautista? I don't think Argentina were dominant in 98. Did Italy win who won the world? No, it was France and David Sucre. Fuck, this was a hard. Who do you want to go with, man? Who you got? Who's like creeping in? You're like, this is it, Jeff. Save this name.
I have no one. I would maybe a Suker, but I don't know.
Fuck it, let's go Sucre then. Fuck it. I have no clue. Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice.
Let's go. Which of the following statements about Kylian Mbappe's World Cup career is correct? He's France's youngest scorer. He's the finals record scorer. All of the above, or he's top. He top scored at Qatar 2022.
Well, we know that one's true. So that automatically means it's potentially the bottom two.
He's France's youngest scorer, but that's vague. Like, what do you mean by like at the World Cup or in general?
I also I just feel like he isn't. I just feel like some of those countries, like there's ones where like
17, like this 15-year-old scored. He's the finals record scorer. Like he scored the most in the final for France.
Yeah.
Is it that World Cup? I mean, I guess so because they're talking about which the World Cup career. I'm gonna say all of the above then potentially, because he might have scored the most. Yeah, all of the above. Yeah. Damn, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Which nation has reached a record 3 World Cup finals without winning the title? My guess is the Netherlands, but I could be fortunate.
World Cup?
I don't know if the Netherlands have won a World Cup.
Go Netherlands then.
We go Netherlands.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. We're on a streak, man. We're on a good streak.
Alphonso Davies netted Canada's first ever World Cup goal at Qatar 2022. Who did it come against?
Dude, I don't remember this.
I think. Let me take a shot here. No, it was Croatia. I knew it wasn't Iran. I wasn't sure if it was Morocco or Croatia, but I know that was their group. It was the Belgium, Morocco, Croatia. World Cup 2026 marks 20 years since Australia netted their first tournament goal in a 3-1 win against Japan. Who scored it? John Olosi, Mark Viduka, Tim Cahill, and Harry Kuehl. My guess, Tim Cahill. When in doubt, Australia, go Tim Cahill.
Yeah, I'd say so. That one or Kuehl.
It was Cahill. Am I wrong?
When in doubt, you go with Cahill. When in doubt, you go with Cahill. Nice.
Which nation is returning to the finals for the first time since 1974? Norway, Ivory Coast, Scotland, or Haiti?
Is it Scotland?
It's either Scotland. You want to go Scotland?
It's either between Scotland. Let's go Scotland. I think Scotland, since they haven't made it in a long time.
80. 15 out of 26. Good effort. So I think we did a little better than we thought we might have been doing.
I mean, I wish that beginning was a poor stretch. Like,
yes,
that beginning was bad. That was a really bad stretch. But no, dude, that was fun, man. Shout out to you as always, finding those trivias. I always love them. I hope we can do more. Maybe we'll do more of those like next season. Maybe before like a Champions League round of 16.
Oh, right, definitely. There's 100%. I need more like international tournaments. There's got to be a Euros, a Coma Bowl, Gold Cup, all that stuff.
All that fun stuff. But yeah, man, I think that's all I got today. That was fun. Obviously, we did a little bit of World Cup trivia, so I can't wait to like clip it and get the full clips out on YouTube. But that was fun. I love trivia. And now we know like if someone's gonna quiz us on the random street, like, do you know who scored like what's 2 nations? Oh, it was like 1970 and 1986 in Mexico. So, we might win prizes from other companies that have the capabilities of giving us prizes. Shout out to you, man. As always, that was fun. That was really fun. But I think that's all I got for today. I have to head out soon, but we got tomorrow's long-awaited episode, our group stage. I'm curious to see what your tables are going to look like. What's your crazy predictions for the Golden Ball, the Golden Boot, the Golden Glove as well. I'm going to put that into the script as well. And then how many goals Tim Payne is going to get in this World Cup as well. I'm curious to see how he'll do in this World Cup.
At least one, right?
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Tim Payne gets 1 goal. Oh my god, the internet's gonna explode. Like Argentina, like how crazy that He's learning Spanish. Like these Argentinians, man, I love them, bro. I mean, some of them are questionable, but s- they're just passionate. I'll say that, bro. I'll give them that. I'll give them that they're passionate people. I'll tell them that. Isaac, much love to you, man. Can't wait for tomorrow's episode. Can't wait for World Cup. Can't wait to recap today's unfortunate loss to Germany. And the other games as well. I just can't wait to talk about what other teams are because now I don't think there's any more friendlies coming up. I think
No,
everyone's
I don't,
set.
I don't think
They're
so.
training. I think Portugal played today, and I think they won. England, I don't know what the result
Got me to a
was.
fight.
Brazil, I don't know what happened with the result as well.
They were playing
So
Egypt, I want to say.
Egypt, I think Mexico are done as well for their training games. And then World Cup starts on the 11th, so I can't wait for that. But thank you as always for tuning in. And World Cup, man, get your predictions in, get everything ready, your bets, your games. If you're going to other games, have some fun down there. And yeah, man, World Cup season is just about to start. But you've been listening to the Outlawn Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Jeff Canova, joined by the man himself, Isaac Howson. And have a good rest of your evening.